How are the new recruits, Daikoku?
Their spirits have lifted. They know the ghost is with us.
Lord Sakai, you're back.
Do you need anything, my lord? Trade is difficult in these times.
I hope it helps. I'm sorry. I need more for that. Just for you. An excellent choice. Only the best for you. Just for you.
You have my thanks.
Come back if you need anything.
Lord Sakai, you're back. Lord Sakai, you're back.
Taka. Yarikawa has a fighting chance because of our efforts. You should be proud.
I am, my lord. But the Mongols are growing restless outside.
We showed them Yarikawa won't surrender. Now they won't pay back.
Do they attack tonight?
Unlikely. They'll give us a sleepless night, then attack tomorrow, when we're exhausted. Get some rest while you can.
I almost forgot. Yuna is in the keep. She wants you to meet her there.
Thank you, Taka.
Lord Sakai.
You're awake too.
I killed the samurai. A chance to a bunch of farmers have.
We have to try.
I think you need this more than me. Kenji spent the rest of the day wearing one sandal.
This is terrible.
My mother loved it. Used to drink it like water. She gets so mad when she ran out. Yelled at us. Where's my tea?
Sounds like a demanding woman.
She broke Taka's arm when he was 6. I took him away. Ran as far from her as we could get. We heard they found her a month later. Face down in the street.
You're brave to protect your brother. Sometimes, our only choice is to walk away from everything we know. Yuna!
Jin, this is it.
To the gates!
Whatever happens, we don't retreat.
Jin! Yuna! The Mongols!
Let's go! How close?
They're at the main gates. If they get through...
We'll stop them. There he is! The ghost!
The ghost! Save us! Taka! Gather everyone who can't fight and get them to the keep!
Everyone! Take shelter in the keep! Quickly!
They're at the gates!
They're attacking!
They'll breach the gate!
Stand your ground! Every Mongol who sets foot inside our walls will die! Don't let them past you!
Archers! Cut them down! Hold them off! Don't let them pass!
Position, you know, me. Drive them back! Hold this gate!
Hold the gate! Drive them back!
Keep them out of the city! Archers! Hold them back! Ready?
They're falling back.
We barely damaged them. What are they up to?
Trying to lure us out?
No. Hold them off as long as you can, then fall back to the keep. I'll deal with the siege weapons.
I should come with you.
No, Taka needs you. Have to break through the Mongol line. Destroy those siege weapons. One down. They broke through the walls. But we can still drive them out. Won't be easy to get back to the stronghold.
Check! Here, you!
Damn. That's the general, Temuge. Sounds like he's near the keep.
Temuge! Face me!
The ghost! Khotun will reward me for your head.
I am Jin Sakai, and I have killed men like you all across our island.
Your blood will soak the island!
Careful, Temuge. You can't get Khotun's reward if you're dead.
A lucky blow. You will not get another.
You have killed men in many countries, Temuge, but here, you die.
Gusto stomach hanggalas!
invaders! Look at your general! Run! This will be your fate! People of Yarikawa! Hunt every Mongol to the last man! Spare no one! For Yarikawa! Yarikawa! Keep after them! Kill them all! Cut them down! Take their heads! For the gold!
Do not fear you!
Everyone to the gate! Push through!
Not lost!
Push them back! Run, cowards!
Yuna! We saved your town. Now, we help Lord Shimura save our island.
We are not soldiers!
Who killed these Mongols? Who stood against the siege? Who saved Yarikawa?
We did!
You can't just stay here and wait for the Mongols to try again!
You say you are not soldiers. You are warriors. We can defeat the invaders and save our home, but only if we stand together.
Hi Janet, it's Will. I've just missed your call, so I've just woken up. I didn't have a good night last night, so yeah, sorry.
Oh, sorry.
That's all right. Yeah, it's just yeah.
Right, there are a couple of things we need to talk through. Actually, Will, are you sort of somewhere private? Are you?
Yeah.
Okay, right. So just get the information.
Oh. Right.
Yeah, sorry. I closed everything down, so I'm just going back and getting everything together though. Okay, right. Are you ready, Rob?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, okay. So, Julie Jackson has come back to me with some good information about how they're helping you with your debt relief order.
That's right, yeah. And I've
I've
also
just gone back
got...
to her.
Yeah, sorry, go on.
I've just gone back to her via email just to find out a bit about when that's being applied for. I'm not quite sure if they just haven't applied for it yet just because they're busy at the CAB or whether there's anything else holding it up. I know that...
It's just obviously my confirmation because obviously with a debt relief order, it's yes, obviously that's brilliant because obviously, you know, but I'm hoping my circumstances change in a year. Obviously I'm going to need at least a year. I'm not going to be back on my feet after, you know, for a good year, you know, because it's just like, you know, I've got to have the operation as of yet and I'm still waiting on that. I don't know when that is going to be, you know, because obviously of what is commencing at the moment as well. That's what I mean. Janet, I literally, I'm so helpless in what I can do. You know, do you know what I mean? Seriously, I really, you know, I'm safer here because there's someone here. Do you know what I mean? Hello?
So what okay, so that's going off on a when you say you're safer there,
because I know that someone's here to, you know, that I'm to look out for me and that and everything else. I'm going to be on my own there. Do you know what I mean? And as I say, I'm not in a very good way at all, mentally and physically. And, you know, I'm keeping it together. Yeah, obviously, Janet, but I'm not going to be dishonest with you. You know, I am literally really at worst aware, and I've just got to obviously make you aware of that because it's not, you know, because it's not a, you know, I've been like this since the 6th of March and it's not just been a willy, you know, and obviously it's going to be more as well, so it's just a lot to deal with of when I wasn't struggling just to make a cup of tea or, you know, getting out of bed and stuff.
Have they referred you over for some support from adult social care then?
They have. Vanessa's been on to them, but they've just, nothing's happened. Nothing's been happening. Vanessa and Helen have been the only support that I've had, and you know they can only do what their job's worth, Jan. But you know, but they know everything about it. You know, I'm not walking around like I'm handicapped for the fun of it. You know, it's really that's how I have to walk. And it's like, you know, I'm just doing that obviously because I've got to keep moving, but I can't move all the time. And when I do relax, it's just that's when the spasms happen, and it's just been really, really more predominant for the last month now. And I have explained this to my doctor, to the mental health, but Live West now are short staffed, so I've had to do a form online. So I'm waiting for a reply on that. But there's a waiting list, so you know what I mean? And it's just, and obviously because I haven't just got the physical, I've got the mental as well, because I've been like this on my own with all, because as the world goes on around it as well, you know, so and you know, I've actually covered all my debt yesterday. I actually, you know, that was my first tick in the box, and I did it all, and I got all what my debt was and everything else, and there's also I can go for an IVA, which I would prefer proudly to do because I would like the fact that I paid my debt, if you know what I mean. Not that I have to go bankrupt, because it's all I've got left, Jan. Do you know what I mean? I lost everything. I lost everything. You know, I'm not kidding. I lost everything, all of it, and it's just so hard to get it back now. So I'm just trying to get back what I can, what I can manage, and it's just difficult because obviously I am literally on my own. So I have to obviously get help from outside people that, and from like charities and stuff like that, because that's all I've got left, and that is the truth.
Yeah. Not
No, I know that, but I just thought I literally, like, because yesterday, because I failed at a thing, and all my struggles and that is just because obviously I've just been pushed, and then it's just obviously then the pandemic happened, and then we had lockdown, and I just couldn't. From that, I got Paulina.
Just explain.
Yeah.
Just explain why.
Sorry.
Sort of talking about the debt.
Yeah.
It's absolutely not about making any judgments.
No, I know that. I know.
Like that. What it's about, it's purely about working out if the property is affordable for you.
Yes. Yeah. Absolutely.
Policy that I have to implement, and what we would be pleased to see we would rather see you working with agencies as you are doing. So
Yes, absolutely. You're 100%. I will do whatever, whatever's after me. Absolutely. You've got my 100% on that. Yeah, Ken.
I have to send all this information over to the senior officers, so it's important that the information I send over is complete and accurate.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
And as best as possible for them to make a decision.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not sure if I said this to you, but sometimes when people are working towards the debt relief order, they won't approve it until the debt relief order is in place.
That's right. Yeah, because it's usually like a year, but yeah.
You don't follow through with it, or that the agency, or for some reason it doesn't take place, and if that happens,
yeah,
you're left with all these debts.
That's right.
It's not the fact that you've got these debts, it's because of the impact on you that those have. So you've got probably people coming at you from all angles, asking you for money, like say your mental health isn't good, you don't need all that.
It just got out of my control, because obviously not only did I have, I got, because I lost my job, and then I lost my child, and I lost everything, and then I lost my possessions, because obviously it just all felt, and I couldn't get it back. And then obviously when I was trying to build the foundation to get back on my feet, I had this, my physical thing, and then and then it's just deteriorated from that, and it's just not, and it's just added more. And then it's obviously because I wasn't able to be seen properly unless it was over the phone, and you can only say so much over the phone, and yeah.
If I'm honest, Will,
Sorry.
I'm really still quite unclear about what's led you into this situation, and I think it might need you to take me through it slowly.
Yeah. No, I broke.
Let me
Hang on.
My understanding was that what you told me was that you had an accident about 10 years ago.
Yeah.
You were bringing up your daughter.
Yeah.
And you were living at an address in Plymouth.
Yeah.
I'm really unclear as to what happened, why that accommodation failed, and then, from what I can understand, is that you had the accident 10 years ago, but you were okay, but relatively recently it's caused an issue. I don't quite know how all these things.
Yeah, no, I can definitely know, and I've got the proof of all of this as well. Yeah, I had a phone call from my ex-partner who lived in Cornwall with my two other daughters, who I haven't seen for 11 years. And that was because of my it's a Jerry Mikal story. She basically she just she got married, and I was just outcasted. She didn't really want anything to do with me, so that I but anyway, they were the police can also acknowledge this as well. I was told that they were sexually abused for 5 years by her husband, and he was removed from the property. And I just went down there, and yeah, it was just a mess. It was just a mess, Janet, and it was a breakdown from that. Obviously I spiraled into I had an emotional breakdown. Not gonna lie, I did have therapy as well, because obviously I didn't like who I was, and I didn't like what I was hearing, and so. Yeah, so then it just from there, and then everything else, and then I've just not been able to. I've just been trying to do what's right by my children, literally all of it was just all by my children, and because I was so overwhelmed with it's just, yeah, I just can't, you know, I can't, you know, I can't explain it. I'm still going through it now because it, you know, there was a year investigation and it turns out the children were lying. And Jana it really puts the knife in, because I gave it all of it to try to fix something that I didn't break, and then it turns out that it didn't happen, and now I'm just left with nothing, you know, left helpless to know what to do, what to say, and I just don't know.
Okay, so let me
Yeah.
see if this.
And then I had this, because obviously every 10 years it's got to be taken out,
Right.
because it's a foreign body, because otherwise my body will reject it, and that's what it's doing, and that's what's happening, and there's nothing it can do about it now, except, you know, obviously you're going to operate, but they can only do something for the pain. But this is it now. So.
And you're just waiting for this operation to get it out?
Well, I'm waiting for also could I have another MRI, because obviously before they operate they've got to know what this other thing is, because obviously this is a concern as well, because obviously I have spasms every night when I relax, when I stop. And I have to stop, but I have to get exhausted before I stop, and then it's 2 hours and I can't feel the bottom of my body. Don't know what, you know, it's numb, it's just completely numb, and it just lasts for 2 hours. I'm looking at the ceiling and I'm just like, you know, just obviously moving about, and then I wake up and it's still there obviously, but it's unmanageable, and I take my medication, but it's taking it out of me as well, you know, because I'm not eating properly, because I don't want to eat, you know, I don't want to get out of bed, I don't want to move. You know, you move when I need to, you know, if it's sort of like it's too much standing, so I have to sort of move my body about just to get my muscles moving, if that makes sense. And when I stop moving or twitching or whatever, it just feels like my body's going completely numb from the bottom onwards, and all these shooting pains and pins and needles, and I've told this to the doctors and everything else, but this is it. There's nothing been done. And I've told what I'm telling you now, exactly what I've told you, told everybody. This is what I'm going through. And when I go down the shop, you know, when I get back, I'm absolutely exhausted, and I'm just still in bed again. Yeah, so now you know, Jan, sorry, I really am sorry.
Don't be. I'm sorry that I have to intrude.
No, like I said, if I don't be honest with you, how, you know, I've got to, and I'm not like that. It's just that obviously it's just stuff that I couldn't control, and then it just spiraled out of more control, because obviously where we were locked down and so forth, I couldn't get out to change, you know, to just put certain things right, to sort of like, you know, and then it just all just spiraled out, and obviously there's a lot of hate there, and upset and confusion, and it's just, and then, you know, and then there's children involved as well, ages 4, 3, 7, 15.
How many children have you got? Well,
I've got 3 daughters, yeah, 3 daughters, but
I mean, there's lots of things here, but like I say, it's better when I send it over if I'm clear.
Yeah.
So if I'm right, then you were renting at Southern Terrace with one of your daughters, yeah?
That's right, yeah, with the youngest, Bryony, yeah.
The other chick, Bryony.
Yeah.
How old's Bryony now?
She is 6 now. She's going to be 7 next month. 6.
Okay, so you were living quite fine, okay, just you and her at Southern Terrace.
Yeah. She was going to school and that, and yeah, it was fine.
It all kicked off down in Cornwall, where there was this hoo-ha and an investigation took place, and your ex-partner's then current partner was the subject to that investigation. So you took off to go down to Cornwall to support your family.
Yep.
And then that sort of fell apart, and then that's what led to you being homeless, yeah? Yeah,
basically, yeah. It just spiraled out of control then. I did try to, you know, stay in Truro, But it was, you know, the briny was all I had left really. You know, I couldn't, there was nothing that I could do to fix it. You know, with Kira and Jasmine and Sarah. I mean, obviously,
So
so
is
Sarah's my
Sarah
ex-ex. Yeah, no, Sarah's just mother to Kira and Jasmine, the two older ones. It's Katrina Curtis.
Right, okay. So because you then didn't have anywhere to live, Brian, you went back to live with Katrina, yeah?
Yeah. I gave, because I couldn't. What they were doing, the council were putting me and my Bryony into travel lodges, which is not, you know, suitable for a 4-year-old child, and I just couldn't do it anymore. And I was in a bad place as well, you know, emotionally still, you know, and I didn't want you know, I just didn't want that kind of life for my daughter, and I came with an arrangement with Kat, and but then she's just making it difficult, and it's because obviously I'm still very emotionally, and we've turned on each other, so to speak, and it's sort of like we're just I'm giving her, and obviously I'm physically and mentally, you know, I'm trying to fix myself, and at the same time as well trying to get a safe abode, and I believe that I can, you know, that if I want to do that, but I want to know that, you know, obviously when I'm the same as you, Jan, as well. When I move now, I don't want to move again. You know, I can't, because it's not like before where I can go and get a job, because I was working for Citel. I was working for the COVID operator, and I was earning good money, and it was a future as well, because they were going to put me on other things as well. So I was going to work with the ambulances as well, be a phone call operator on the ambulance. I was taking the course for that, you know. So I've done, and then I just basically, I thought I had COVID at first, because it was all the symptoms of like, you know, the first sort of panic stations, and then obviously I was 3.5 months before the doctors could come and see me, because it was all over that 3.5 month period. And when they did come and see me, you know, the damage was already done, so it was the long-term effect. So yeah, this is the long-term effect now. So it's just a basic of deterioration, and then they can just make me comfortable. But, you know, obviously, and I have the operation, yes, but I will still always have these kind of like, you know, because it's nerve damage and all that now as well. So, because it's just, yeah.
Will, sorry, can I just put you on pause a minute?
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Sorry. Somebody at my door, just 1 second.
No problem.